What is up, YouTube? Yard Show Cycle is coming at you with another fun build. Interesting enough, I got two brand new 26, 29, 1-inch threaded forks that I can't use. Why? Because what I really needed was a 1 1/8 threadless headset for this Specialized RockHopper FS. So after buying new forks, I go and buy this beat up fork at our yard sale, and I paid $5 for this. 10 bucks for this. Sorry, I paid 10 bucks for this, but it's cool because I've been looking for something like this to put on this guy. I was also looking for suspension forks, but I couldn't find any in my price budget. I had to buy a whole new bike, take off the forks, and then the problem would continue. So now, am I just gonna add these forks the way they are? Yeah, I'm not gonna paint them. I'm not gonna make them pretty. Maybe later, but for right now, they're gonna sit right there. And let me tell you what else I'm gonna do. I am also going to change the bars, stem, and brakes. Now you might be asking you, why am I changing all this? It's because I want to. I'm changing the brakes because eventually I will sell the bike, and I want to keep the brake combo. So I want to keep this, and the brake levers together. I want to keep all that as a kit. That's why I have that. They're one-offs. I don't have the other match for it. I want to change the stem because I feel like the stem is too long on this one. Shortening it up, wider bars, gives it a more modern style to it. I don't know if you remember this one. This was probably the first or second RockHopper I did out of 4. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. And guys, honestly, this tool right here, the AWS-1 by Park Tools, or anything similar to this, is the tool I use the most. Like, this would probably be like 80% of what I need to do my whole job over here. So let's get started. Alright, so that is off. I'll take all that off in a bit. It has sealed bearings, which is kind of cool. My only issue now is, will that race work? Alright, so the races are a little different. So I'm just going to head and take off both the races, and hopefully they fit each other. Hopefully. Alright, so I went ahead and did that. I will hit it with some new grease, even though they're sealed. Hit that with some new grease there. And yes, I cleaned it off off camera, guys. Sorry. Alright, real quick, has a little dent right there, so I'm gonna have to try to get these round things over that little thing right there. So I will be using a hammer, not a mallet, a hammer. Alright, so after I hammered it in, and what I did is, the pictures are aluminum. The steerer is steel, so I just kind of took off a little bit of the aluminum, no big deal. I put the stem on just enough to be able to get the bolts, and then tightening it down. So we should be good. Might have to take off a spacer actually. Alright guys, so one of the reasons I felt safe using the hammer is because this is steel. Like, this is steel. The spacers are aluminum, so I'm not damaging the forks at all, more than they already were. I'm just kind of shaving the inside of the aluminum spacers, and this should have, yep, just enough to actually grip. And then I will put the handlebars in, and just to get an idea of how it's gonna look. I actually wanted a BMX style front end, but all right, now I need to take all the old stuff off. Now I gotta take all this off and put on the new bars. Gonna need that. All right, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, dude, one by group set. You already have, I know you have the parts for it. I do have the chain ring to make this into a one by group set, but I'm not going to. Let me tell you why. Because if I make this into a one by group set, I'm gonna have 3 extra sprockets, an extra front derailleur, and an extra front shifter. I could always use them, but like I said with the brakes, I hate taking sets apart. I don't appreciate that. I'd rather keep a set together. So because this is a complete set, I'm gonna leave it. Now if it was a mishmash set or something else, yeah, I might do a one by. But because she's a full set, full Shimano DX or full Shimano, I'm not going to. It's extra work, extra parts. That the parts I could use, definitely, but it's just, I don't know. I love the one bys when it's practical. On this bike, it's not practical for me to have a random front shifter, because I already have a ton of front shifters because I've done one by conversions. So I'm gonna leave the 3x9 and just put it all together. Damn it. Alright, so I'm gonna put the brakes on already. Seems to be looking pretty good. I did have to re-grease that little part right there. I'm gonna put brake pads and then check the brakes. All right, guys, so there she is. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, real quick, so those are extra parts. I was gonna put, I don't like these grips. They're a little bit loose, like they're a little bit small, but that's all I got right now. So they're gonna stay on for a while. They could be from a twist shift, I'm not really sure. So real quick, all right guys, so real quick, this is not the first bike out there with BMX forks. It isn't. You know, we get inspired by seeing other people's builds and other ideas, and sometimes we have ideas of our own, but we're not really sure what they are until we see someone else kind of do it, and then you're like, that's what I wanted to do. I saw this on another channel. Squid Dog Bikes has one. They both did single speed. I'm sure this has been done on someone else's channel before with the original 3x9. But this is just to get you out there. Like, from what I understand, everyone else spends a lot more money than I do on their bikes. A lot more. And it's not knocking them. It's not saying I'm smarter than you because I spend less money. No, this is just to show you what's out there. If you look, hunt, and do work. Obviously, if you don't have time and you want to spend the extra amount of money just to buy it, hey, go for it. That's you. That's what you want to do. Me, I like building them. I like seeing my ideas come to design. Ideas from ideas to design to reality. Total. And this one, I'm in it for 60 bucks. Mind you, frame, the original bike cost me 50. The forks cost me 10. I lied to you guys again, I'm sorry. It cost me 10. And then these two things up here cost me, what they cost me? 5 and 5, 5 for the stem, 5 for the bars. You know, you could have kept the original brakes and that wouldn't have been an issue. So I'm in this for $60, $70. Let's round up for an even 100. Later on, I'm gonna paint the forks, make them look nicer, or just have them raw metal. I don't know yet, but this is what's out there, guys. Like, get out there, get dirty, do work on your bikes. And I mean, look, man, at the end of the day, as long as you're happy with what you ride, that's all that matters. If you can't afford a bike, build the bike. If you don't know how to build the bike, RJ the bike guy was like literally step by step. I don't do how-tos because he has cornered the market on how to do anything you want on your bike. So find a beater bike, fix it up, ride it, learn how to work on them, and then go from there. So anyways, I could keep rambling about this stuff forever. Specialized RockHopper FS, Yard Show Cycles, out.